Hi there, welcome along to another video for you to row along to. Tonight's going to be a slightly simpler affair. We're going to do a 30-minute session at 18 strokes a minute, but at every minute marker we're going to do some power strokes. I say some because it's not just going to be the one. Okay, but let's get into a warm-up. I'll explain more later. Set your drag factor first, please. Set it and leave it for the whole session. Set your monitor height so that it's at eye level. You don't have to look up, don't have to look down. And set your foot straps so they cover either the bottom lace of your shoe or if you row in socks or bare feet, so they allow you to hinge forward nicely. So mine basically just cover below my hinge of my toes at the ball of my foot. So here we go, so 4-minute warm-up at 18 strokes a minute. So today's session is all about the 18s, okay? I'm going to make sure that you're loving the 18s at the end of this. So just a nice, easy 18 to start, okay? Like I always say, you're just reminding your body what it's like to row. Okay. Drive from the legs is really all you have to care about right now. Just to push out. Don't worry too much about your form for the first minute. Just get moving. Get your heart rate up a little bit. Get the muscles moving a little bit. Even a 18 strokes a minute session, you can still do with being nice and warm. Every now and then when I think about doing a session like this, I think about skipping the warm-up, but if only because the first 4 minutes of the session would just be me warming up and not actually putting in the effort. I feel I still have to put in these 4 minutes. So we're a minute in, just have a wee think about what your body's doing. So nice relaxed arms at the front, relaxed shoulders, shins at vertical as you come in at the front. So vertical, making sure to drive out with your legs. Handle over your knees before they bend. But don't worry, we've got half an hour together in the main session, so I'll talk you through them a few times in case you've not really thought about technique. Okay, so in 10 seconds, we're going to do single leg rowing, just for the fun of it. So take one of your feet out and then just drive like normal with one leg. You should still be able to get a good old drive out. I mean, I'm only going 4 seconds slower than I was before. Maybe I should always just go with my right leg. One more stroke here. I'm going to swap over legs. Again, I always say this, but this is one of the great conveniences of just rowing in socks. As I can slip my feet in and out of the straps really easy. I'm sure I've explained why I row in socks in another video. You'll have to hunt it out. About 2 more strokes, and then we're going to do arms only rowing. Okay, so last one here. Put both feet back in, straight legs, and then just rock your body back and pull in your arms. It's a simple one. You're just getting yourself used to the body rock. You just rock back, pull in, squeeze your shoulder blades. One more stroke here. Now let's just do legs only. So arms straight, drive with the legs. If you feel like me, you need to soak up your awesome power with a little bit of a lean back, then do so. Doing well. Just a warm up. 2 more strokes like this, and then we're done for the warm up. Last one. Alright, so grab a drink, carry on moving up and down the rail, do some light rowing while I take you through today's session. So today's session then, we're going to do 30 minutes at 18 strokes per minute. Sounds simple, but we're going to add in some power strokes. What we're going to do is we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 as we hit all the minute markers. Okay, so at 29 minutes we'll do 1 power stroke. At 28 minutes we'll do 2 power strokes. Do you understand? I'll walk you through it, so don't worry about it. We'll get it right as we go. But you're going to carry on doing 18 strokes per minute. The whole time. You're not going to speed up your stroke rate. All you're going to do is on these power strokes, you're going to give it some from your legs, okay? So you really want to see your split time go down. If you're 18 strokes a minute pace, I want you to do 2K plus 20. So just hold 2K 20 the whole time apart from these power strokes. If you're working on a effort level out of 10, then you're going to be really about 5 or 6 for the 18 strokes per minute standards. And then I want you to really give it like a 10 out of 10 from the legs for the power strokes, okay? So that's enough waffle from me. I'll talk more about that kind of stuff while we're in the row. At least we've got a minute to kind of get it across to you. But let's get to it, because this is more about rowing and less about me yabbering. So, like I said, half an hour, 18 strokes a minute, 2K plus 20, around about 5 or 6 out of 10. And if you're doing the effort level, hold it there, okay? So whatever you set this first minute at, I want you to keep going at that apart from the power strokes. I said I wasn't going to talk. Duh. Here we go then. You ready? Let's go. Remember, just follow me for stroke rate, okay? I might waver a little bit on the screen, but that's either because I'm wavering or because my PM's doing that thing where it skips a second. Right, so by now you should have hit your pace. 2K plus 20. This is all about controlling the power from your legs and arms and body, not stroke rate. You're holding 18 strokes a minute. Now I'm going to count you down, and then you go big. So 3, 2, 1. Next one's a power stroke. Did you get it? So we didn't change stroke rate. All we did was add more power to that single stroke. I did similar with 30 minutes at 20 strokes a minute, but we only did 1 on every minute marker. So we've done 1. The next time we're going to do 2. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. So 2 power strokes. That's 1. That's 2. And then we're back down to 2K plus 20 again. Now you'll pretty soon see why I've done this on a 18 strokes a minute 2K plus 20 instead of a 20 2K plus 18. Basically, because it just starts getting hard work. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Got 3 power strokes coming up. 1, 2, 3. And back down to 2K plus 20. I really want you to hear the flywheel kind of screaming as it accelerates on these power strokes. Put in the effort. I mean, you could just use this as a standard 18, 30 and just don't bother with the power strokes. And just listen to my incredibly amazing voice. Right, so 3, 2, 1, and you guessed it, we've got 4 coming up. 1 power stroke, 2, 3, 4. And what you should have realized by now is as your power stroke number goes up, you get less recovery before the next set. But don't worry, this is the longest one coming up and shortest recovery. Then we go back down the ladder. So, in 3, 2, 1, we've got 5 power strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Right. And now we work our way back down the ladder again. This session for me, in terms of trying to help people, is invaluable because 18 is a really odd stroke rate to get locked in. Three, 2, 1. Got 4 coming up this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just some people struggle with 18 because it just feels so slow. But part of the point of this rate is it lets the flywheel slow down so much in between strokes that you have to use a lot of power to get it back up to speed again. 3, 2, 1. 3 power strokes this time. 1, 2, 3. Now maybe, if you're prone to lapses in concentration when it comes to your technique, consider concentrating on the power strokes at least. That's what I'll do. Remember to get to your 2K plus 20 as quick as possible in between your power stroke sessions. Three, 2, 1. Here we go, 2 power strokes. 1. Think about your technique. 2. Okay, so when I mean technique, I mean relaxed arms to let the power transfer from your legs into the handle and therefore into the flywheel. I mean a braced core at the front vertical shins, and a back swinging from 1 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Three, two, one. Just one single power stroke here. There we go. Now, we take a rest. Not rest, but there's no power stroke on the 20 or 10. Of course, that's not to say you can't do one. If you feel this is too easy, throw in as many as you want. But this session isn't meant to destroy you, so I don't want you to overdo things. This is supposed to be a foundation level engine building. Now it's 20 minutes to go. Engine building session that just has a little fajita seasoning on top of it with these power strokes. Kind of designed partly to help power, partly to help you generate power without changing your stroke rate, but also it doesn't have to make the time fly. And frankly, that's what most of my sessions are about. Distracting you enough so that time flies while you're rowing with me. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and 1 power stroke. Listen to that flywheel scream. Just really hear the acceleration as you put in the power. Remember, it's called a power stroke, not a lazy stroke, not a wee bit faster than before stroke. I want you to get set up in the catch position properly with straight arms, nice and relaxed, and then drive out hard with your legs. Might help to think about pushing the machine away from you. Right. So, 3, 2, 1. 2 power strokes coming up. 1. So just as an indication, by the time I took the second stroke just then, it was going 8 seconds faster than my 2K plus 20, which means 2K plus 12. Which is usually reserved for kind of run about 23, 24 strokes a minute for me. At normal pressure. 3, 2, 1. Right? 3 of them. 1. Let's see how far you can get your splits down. 2. Alright, same again. Just 8 seconds faster that time for me again. At least it's consistent. Whew. Definitely a notch more hard work than a standard 1830. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Here we go. So 3, 2, 1. Got 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I seem to be holding. At least I know what I need to be aiming for on the power strokes. Hopefully you realise this sooner than 14 and a half minutes ago, to keep an eye on how fast you're going in the power strokes and trying to either hold it or beat it. Sometimes I ain't got the smarts. 3, 2, remember it's 5 this time. 1, so 5 power strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. 1 second faster. I would have hoped so. I got to say, this kind of session doesn't really fit in with a normal training plan, because you're pushing the low rate a little bit. So if you're doing a pyramid value scheme of foundation, middle and sprint, it doesn't really sit with them. 3, 2, 1, got 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. As much as I say it's all from the legs, don't forget about the back and arms. We still want a strong finish. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the finish. So yeah, so this kind of session, it's kind of when you're a little bit lost, looking for something that gives you a solid half-hour engine workout, but with a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. Stay consistent. Can you copy me and be 2K plus 20 for the standard 18s and 8 or 9 seconds faster for the power strokes? I'd hope so. Should hopefully just be muscle physics here. 3, 2, 1, 2 to go. So 1, second power stroke, 2. We're doing well. Remember, the least exciting rows are the ones that do you most overall benefit. Trust me. 3. Here we go, let's go Spanish. 2. 1. And then we're going to go 1 heavy stroke. There we go. But I do believe that this is also great conditioning for where you just want a little speed bump. Say you're racing against someone and you just want to add a couple of power strokes to keep them honest and maybe try and catch them. Getting used to these kind of power strokes helps. 3. 2. 1. No power stroke, or as many as you want. Sorry, I might have thrown you off there by doing the countdown. What did you do? Did you do a power stroke? Did I in fact do that on purpose? Just to see if I could squeeze an extra stroke out of you? You'll notice I didn't do one. But then I did almost fool myself. So that makes me the biggest fool here. I meant to know what I'm doing. Even got a piece of paper that says I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. Right, so 3, 2, 1, just the 1 power stroke. Got less than 9 minutes to go. This is another session that's absolutely flown by for me. This and the 20 times 1 minute on, 1 minute easy have been absolute time killers. Got to say, if I sit down and just do a half hour, 18 strokes a minute, it does feel like 45 minutes. It goes on a bit, but this doesn't. 3, 2, 1. So going 2 heavy strokes, 2 power strokes. 1, 2. That's where things like music come in, of course. Where if you're just on your own, and you don't have the company of a dull-sounding Scotsman rowing on your phone or whatever, sticking on some music you enjoy and get kind of not inspired from, but you can work hard alongside. Does wonders for you. Does wonders for me. 3, 2, 1. 3 power strokes this time. Try and get your 8 seconds faster. There we go. I did it. How did you? How'd you get on? Of course, the better thing than music is rowing side by side with someone, which obviously I'm trying to do with these videos, but doesn't quite beat trying to
row right next to someone and either beat them or keep up with them. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, one more, 4. Oh dear. Maybe I should tear up that piece of paper. So just so we all remember, the next one is the last set of 5 power strokes. I'll write that on a blackboard later. I must not mess up my counting. I must not mess up my counting. I must not mess up my counting. I mean, it was only add 1. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, we have 5 power strokes. Three, 4. So that's the last of the nasty ones. Although you do have less recovery time for the 4 that's coming up, so you're allowed to count this one coming up as a nasty one too. Just over 4 minutes to go. Keep your form, keep your strength. You can do this. 3, 2, 1, 4 power strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting to feel the power strokes in my legs now, which is a good thing, because we're almost done and we're on a decreasing amount now, so we've only got 6 to go. Three, 2, 1, you see. Not 6 minutes, don't worry. 3, 2, 1, 3 power strokes, please. And keep the change. Almost there. So this is certainly not one that you should be lying on the floor after it. You'll want to do the cool down just to let your muscles calm a bit, and you'll probably want to stretch afterwards, but you shouldn't feel destroyed by the end of this one. 3, 2, 1. Got 2 power strokes coming up. 1, 2. And really, I know we've got 1 left, but that really shouldn't make a difference to how you're feeling. So you only have 1 minute 40 left to row. And actually got another half hour in the bag. Take a look at your total meters for this half hour and maybe compare it to another time that you've done an 18:30. Wonder whether you've done any better because of all these power strokes. You should have. 3, 2, 1. One single solitary power stroke. There we go. Now, just because I want to be mean, we're going to do it all over again. No. I'm going to finish the last 3 strokes. So from 10 seconds down, I'm going to go for power strokes. Just because I never like to end easy. You can never finish a race easy, so because this has had hard stuff in it, I want it to end a little bit harder. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go, all done. Then I reset and hit just row. Would you like to join me for a 2-minute cool down? We can discuss fine art. Tell me everything you know about fine art. I know nothing. Well, that was a short conversation, unless you're still telling me all about your fine art. Don't really, I mean, I like what I like. I tend to like colourful landscape stuff. There's a painter I know called Nickel Wheatley. I might put him in the notes actually. You can check out his stuff. I've got one of his paintings hanging up. Love his stuff because it's exactly what I just said. It's colourful landscape stuff. But then my dad was a painter, arty type. Used to win awards and stuff for his. There's all landscape stuff that he did, so I think that's kind of predisposed me to like. See, like we are discussing art. I said it's a joke as well. Now we're talking art. Oh, I'm gonna start putting this in the highbrow section. Anyway, trying to dumb it down with my usual sign off. If you want to know what I'm trying to do here, then just hunt out pdprowing.com or on Facebook, PDP Rowing. It says kind of why I'm doing this, what it means, what the whole PDP thing is and whatever. Click and say hi. Obviously comment on this video and the other ones to say hi as well. I reply to every comment I get. So if you want to know more about indoor rowing in general, if you're kind of new to this stuff, then check out indoorrowinginfo.com. Also run by me. Hey, I'm a web wizard. But that has like lots of stuff about teams, competitions, training plans, all that stuff. And yeah, and that's it. So make sure, please click subscribe, whatever side of this screen says subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notified when I stick up a new video. And at the very end, so I can say now, if you didn't enjoy this video, use hashtag fajita, okay? Just so I know you made it to the end. I'd hate to think that someone said, oh, I didn't like that, and they only made it 10 minutes into it. I mean, you've missed out on 20 minutes of my incredible chat. You'd have missed out on my art chat. You would have missed out on... in case you missed it, keep on keeping on, stay safe.